Welcome to your daily focus for October the 5th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you so much for your positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Thank you so, so much. Now, let's get to the energy of the day, and we have Justice Fallout. There's a strong card for our angels, our spirit guides, God, the universe to direct in our focus here. The Justice card, wanting balance, wanting harmony. Now, isn't this the sign of the Libra? The sun is in Libra. So today we need to be diplomatic. Today we need to lean on the strengths of the Libra sign, of thinking things through, of wanting the balance, of knowing that we can't wave a magic wand or snap our fingers in order to bring in that balance, but it's one day at a time, one action at a time, one word at a time, brings it into being. So it's looking at the possibilities of what can become in our lives rather than the instant gratification that we get. Sometimes, we're putting the coins on each side, and it gets level right away, but it's only from, unless you cheat and count 5 coins and 5 coins. So take something of different sizes or something, so that it's trying it out. It's taking a pebble off here. It's putting on a bigger one there. It's taking off putting a little one back over here to see how it's a process. And we have to understand that it's a process rather than it's an instant moment in time where everything just comes together. One day you look around and you see the balance, but it's only from being the diplomat, weighing things out, seeing where it's too much and where it's too little, and then renegotiating where you are giving the balance, whether it's time or energy or money or love, in order to bring things into a harmony, into a center of love. Now let's put that one back and we'll find out what our energy is for today. Seven of Swords. Two of Wands is back. Now the Five of Cups. Five of Cups just doesn't seem to stay hidden in the deck very often, does it, these days? With the Seven of Swords, these were all popular cards. These cards have been coming up over and over again, haven't they? The Seven of Swords is we could have this enthusiasm to get going, to do. I mean, yesterday was a powerhouse day for getting things done and doing. Our angel is 7, help and healing, so another 7. Okay, seeking the truth, uncovering the truth. Now, the Seven of Swords, it's almost like we left in a hurry. We left in a hurry from that room. And as we get on our path, the wind picks up, the skies darken, and we think, oh, if only I had this tool available to me. If only I had this resource available to me. I could do so much more on my path. So it's almost like, if we use the Justice card here as our feeler, okay, we realize that we were too ambitious leaving the gate, that we have to back it up, that we have to realize what resources we need and make sure that we have all of our resources to go forward. Because I think we probably left hurried, excited. Let's start this new path. Let's begin. And it's only after we begin a job that we realize. That's why, if you buy an appliance and you get these little set of instructions, it shows you also what tools you need to gather from around the house in order to complete. Because you don't want to sit down and all of a sudden realize that you need a flathead screwdriver and all you've got is a star. So it's knowing the right tools that you need ahead of time. It's the proper planning. Okay, so that's the Libra energy coming back in. Now the optimism, I think the optimism is there because the moon is in Sag today. So we are feeling more optimistic. We are feeling more alive. We are feeling like we can do, we can accomplish, we can go, we can become. But I think we will be stopped very fast in our tracks, or we will regret jumping the gun today because we come back. We come back in the dead of night to gather what we should have gathered in the first place. So it's, you know, it's like the carpenters say, measure twice, cut once. Two of Wands, there are decisions to be made in order to be a balance, right? Two boxes, two wands standing there. One key. So we have to plan accordingly. We have to have the balance. We have to understand what the balance or what the possibility of the balance can be going forward. This could be, you know, this could be brainstorming or something too. This could be two minds melting into one. You only really need one key because the two boxes will form one complete box. So this could be working together rather than thinking that we are so strong and so empowered that we go off on our own today and we forget to delegate and we forget to connect with other people. Or we forget that we are empowered. So Mars, I think, is squaring Saturn today, and that's what this card reminds me of. Mars is saying, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. The little train, the little engine that could, going up that big hill, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. And Saturn says, not so fast. Or the moon is saying, in Sag, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. And the sun is saying, in Libra, wait a second, did you think it through? So I think if we just jump out of the gate today, if we just follow our hearts, if we follow the moon energy, if we follow the Mars energy of we can do it, we can accomplish, we're determined, we can do this, I think that hindsight will be definitely 2020 today. That we will see where we erred, where we will see. Now that doesn't mean that today, if we start out all positive and gung-ho, that we're destined to fail. But we need that energy, that spark, that feeling of being alive, and we can go forward and we can do. And we need to also say, okay, so just before I go, like, what do you do when you go on a trip? You're all excited for that trip, but you still go through your checklist. You make sure you got your toothbrush in there. So it is working the plan today. It is planning the work and working the plan and not deviating from it, not did I use the right word there? I don't know. I just start talking. You know, and so at the end of the day, we could be sitting there holding our little bit that we have and saying, I can't do this. It's too hard. Look I tried. I went out there. I gave it my all, and I fell out of my face because we didn't work the plan. Now we have help and healing here, 7. And so what do we need to do? What do we need to do? Once again, this is a lot of yesterday where we need the healing again. We need to forgive ourselves for past actions. We need to know that we can accomplish going forward. And we need to ask others for help when help is needed. We have to realize that we are not an island, that we are all connected. And so using that connection to not only reach our goals and dreams, but to help others reach theirs in the process. Let's see what our wise animals have to say for today. So yes, you can be probably very successful today if you take it one step at a time, if you don't bolt out of that gate not knowing the plan, not knowing, not having a directive in mind of what you want to accomplish, of what tools you're going to need in order to accomplish that. Get busy. The bee says get busy. So we want to get busy, active, goal setting, fertility. The happiest people are those who are too busy to notice whether they are or not. B tells you it's time to get busy. Instead of trying to get all your projects done by yourself, ask for assistance. Everybody has strengths. Some are leaders while others are followers. Know which category you fit best in and use it to your advantage. While you may hate to clean, there are others who love it. While you may love to organize, others may need your direction in how to best accomplish this. There shouldn't be shame in your talent. Cooperation and delegation is key with B. Embrace B by taking the small steps, but begin the project or task in front of you, even if it seems impossible. Any action is action towards fulfilling your goal. One of the most important things to remember is if you want to be successful, procrastination is your biggest enemy. And that could be a little bit of this energy, couldn't it? Procrastinating, not wanting to go forward, not feeling like you have all your ducks in a row, feeling like you are missing tools. So what can you do with the tools that are available to you? But don't sit there in procrastination and say, well, when everything comes together, I'm going to be happy. Because you're going to be sitting there for a very long period of time. You can't have inactivity right now. You have to get busy like the bee. You have to push yourself forward. You can't be holding on to the little bit that you have here. And here's your broken dreams. There's your past attempts. That's where you need to forgive yourself. And say, I learned. I gained wisdom. I understand now. B is also known for fertility, and this may be a sign that the right time is add a child to your life or to hear from someone close to you who is pregnant. You may want to start an exercise program. B lets you know that in order to motivate yourself, you need to work as a team. Instead of running on a treadmill, join a volleyball team. Instead of walking around the block by yourself, ask a neighbor to join you. The pressure you put on yourself will greatly decrease if you engage others who can help motivate you. And I think that just brings in the joy, the happiness. Okay? You decide to go for a walk every day and you do it all by yourself. You know, there's a point where you wish that you had someone to turn to and talk to enjoy the moment, to share the moment. And it's the same thing with getting busy, starting tasks. It's more enjoyable, it's more fun. Laughter comes out when you work as a team, when you work together, even if it's just cleaning a room. Even if it's just some yard work, to just make sure that you've got the tools. And if you don't have the tools for the job that you want to do, then look at what you can do with your resources that are available to you today. It's not about just diving into something and expecting this certain picture to emerge in your life. But it's understanding the possibilities of what can be. And so work with the tools you have today. Plan the plan. Work the plan. Plan the work. Understand what you're capable of today. Don't try and push to the extreme, because chances are we're going to be coming back and getting more tools. Chances are we're going to see where the plan has some flaws. Just like yesterday when we were carrying that load, and it looked great when we assembled it, but we eventually had to take it apart and replan it, reorganize it, re-strategize in order to go forward in an upright manner, in a strength, in a determination. Here we go forward in a determination with an optimism behind us, only to turn around to get the tools that we actually needed for the job. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.